If you have any question and you want to ask, this is the time to ask your question. So please go ahead. Anyone who has a question can unmute himself or herself and ask his or her question. So let's go.
All right.
If you have a question, please unmute yourself and ask. Wow. Whoever has a question, please unmute yourself and ask your question.
Yes, hi. Your mentorship classes, what time do they start, and will you have it in September?
Okay, the mentorship you mean, right?
Yes.
Okay. The mentorship, actually, the next batch starts on the 1st of August, which starts tomorrow. And the mentorship is 1 month, and we meet twice a week. It's one-on-one on Zoom, just as we have done. But this one is one-on-one. It's only you and me. And we take a minimum of 1 hour or a maximum of 2 hours to study. And we do this continuously for a month. And it involves the whole package, a strategy, and how you can trade the Forex market on your own. But after the 1 month, the mentorship is not over. I believe that after 1 month, you should be able to start looking at the market and be able to take some trades. So what I do is that I continue getting feedbacks from you to make sure that what I have given to you, you become perfect at it. And then it continues that way. So the mentorship, the real teaching is just for a month. But after a month, we still have some days or forever to continue guiding ourselves until we become better. So that is the mentorship package.
Okay, and also for your signals, I've been practicing on my demo. But what time frame am I supposed to use? Daily or the 4 hour?
Okay. It's more convenient to look at it on the 1 hour in terms of the signals. It's more convenient on the 1 hour. Often that is what I use on the 1 hour.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. All right, so the mentorship space is left with only 3 people. I wanted only 20 people. I have 17 now. So the space left is just for 3 people. Once I get the remaining 3 people, that will be up, unless after 1 month or so before there may be another space for a new batch. Okay. All right, thank you for asking that one. Anyone else with a question? I saw some messages coming in. I'll be answering those messages. So please, if anyone has a question, just unmute yourself and ask, please.
How are you, Mr. Coffee?
I'm good, Fred. Let's hear you.
Yes. Okay, thank you. Yes, in relation to the question that was asked by my sister concerning the
mentorship.
The mentorship. I wanted to find out, there's a fee of $100.
Yes.
Is it for mentorship or for signals?
Mentorship is different from signals. The signals is $100. The mentorship is also $100. So it depends on what you want. If you want the mentorship, then you pay for the $100, which is for the mentorship. If you want the signals, it's also $100.
Okay, so when you are getting into mentorship, you can pay both for signals and mentorship same time. Yes,
you can. There are people who have even paid for signals, and the signals has helped them to get some revenue to even pay for mentorship. So there were people who were like, okay, let me join the signals and pick 1 or 2 trades, make some profit, then I can use the profit to pay for mentorship. So people have done that, and as we speak, they are good to go. They have paid for the mentorship too. But if you also want to start with mentorship and later on pay for the signals, it's your own discretion to choose which one is better for you.
Okay, my second question is on the issue of BRICS. What do you think can happen to trading, Forex trading, especially if the dollar is defeated in terms of strength? Because when there are more countries that can join BRICS, when you find that maybe the dollar value will go down, we have the strength of the dollar that can be affected maybe for a long time. What could be the consequences, or rather, what could be the
Okay.
effect, or how can the dollar be affected? Or
all right. And I get your question. I get your question, Fred.
yes.
What is going to happen is that, or what I can best tell you that is that for the sake of the future, if you're going to be holding on to any currency at the moment, in terms of those who want to hold for a longer time, then I would suggest that if you have some dollars, you can exchange it and keep it in a form of gold or Bitcoin. The reason being that this BRICS thing that is coming is not an easy thing. It's going to affect the dollar so high. Whether it's the US is going to kind of get on the low, I don't think. They may also come hard at the BRICS. So the US will come hard at BRICS. BRICS will also come hard at the US dollar. But as it stands now, once the BRICS formation is complete, it is going to affect the dollar so high. And after some time, then maybe the dollar will recover back to its normal strength. But one thing people have never thought of is that when it comes to currencies, any currency that goes so high, whether we like it or not, will one day come down. And I'm beginning to believe that this is the time the dollar may be coming back down. Because after recession, after the last recession, the US dollar climbed and climbed and climbed to its peak. It never fell. And it can never continue to climb forever. No matter what, it has to drop again. And then come back to a level where it will pick momentum and begin to go back up. So I think this BRICS thing will be the time. People were even thinking there was going to be recession, which will cause the dollar to fall. But it looks like we are not seeing recession any moment. But this BRICS formation is maybe what will bring the dollar back down. But it will be a long-term thing. So I would suggest that the spike that we might be seeing once the BRICS thing is finally settled wouldn't be a small thing. So if you have some currencies to hold, then I would suggest that if it's the dollar, maybe you keep it in some cryptocurrency. Maybe you buy some Bitcoin and hold, or you buy some gold, some commodity and hold. Because whenever the dollar is falling, the crypto market goes higher. So cryptocurrencies, people are already anticipating that if the BRICS thing should happen, cryptocurrency may skyrocket to about 500,000 per dollar. And it's possible because if the BRICS thing should happen, the cryptocurrency is going to gain a lot of value. So those who are holding on to the dollar, if they are able to convert it into some crypto, especially the Bitcoin, they'll be gaining more. Or if they are able to convert it into some gold or some other commodities like gold, once the dollar is falling, gold will skyrocket up and gain value. So if you have some dollars to hold, then maybe I may be thinking or maybe advising that, although I'm not a financial advisor, but I may be thinking and be telling you that it will be time to start changing that dollar you are holding into some crypto or into some gold or commodity, which will be better off, because these uncertainties will affect the dollar, whether we like it or not. I don't know if your question is answered.
Yes, it's answered. Thank you so much.
All right. Okay. Any more questions? If you have a question, please unmute yourself and ask. Okay.
Hello.
Okay. Ajayi, am I right? Or is Nick?
Yes. Yes. Ajayi Olawale.
Okay, Ajayi, let's hear you.
Okay. I want to know how you can trade with Forex factory news. How can you how can you interpret it better?
The news. Okay,
Yes,
I think there is a
Forex
video
factory.
I made already on the channel about how to trade the news. I'm sure maybe you haven't watched it yet, but maybe after this you may go look for that video, trading the news. There are figures that we always expect to see, especially this coming week. We have some interest rate decision on the Great British Pound is coming this week. And we also have that of CAD and some other major news that are coming. So I always say that when the figures come and it's positive, it will affect the currency positively. If the figures come out or the news comes out and it is negative, it will affect the the currency negatively. Unless it is a speech. If the news coming is a speech, which is not data, then traders will have to interpret the speech to know whether it is a hawkish or a very harsh speech, or it is a soft speech. If the speech that is coming is going to, for instance, let me give, for example, if the governor of England is going to give a speech, and it happens that his speech is hawkish to another country, or it's kind of harsh to certain market conditions in the market, then we believe that once it is harsh, the currency will appreciate. When it is mild or it is not harsh, then the currency will depreciate or will lose value. So if it is about speeches, it has its own interpretation. And if it is about data, it also has its own interpretation. So I have done a video on the channel about that, how you can actually use the news or trade with the news. It's also on the channel, which maybe after this, you may find time to look for that video and watch.
Okay. All right. Thank you. But what did you call the name of the video again?
That's a Forex Factory. I think I named it Trading with the News, Forex Factory. Yes. Yes, Forex Factory. It's there. Yeah, Trading with the News or News Trading. I think it's News Trading. Yes, News Trading. Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes. Any more questions? Please unmute yourself and ask. Nick. Hello, Nick.
Yes.
Yes, let's hear you, Nick. Nick, can you hear me? Let's hear you. Nick. Okay, if Nick is not ready, I think Adedayo is ready. Adedayo.
Yes, good evening.
Good evening, let's hear you.
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you, Adedayo.
Okay, my question is on the stop loss.
Stop loss, okay. Adedayo, can we hear you?
I want 100 minus 100 P. Hello?
Yes, let's hear you, Adedayo. I'm listening. Yes, I'm listening.
Okay. I mean, in the case of the signal you normally give,
yes,
your stop loss is usually minus 100 pips. That is stop loss.
Yes.
I'm saying, can't we reduce it? Can't it be reduced instead of?
What is your reason for asking for the reduction?
Minus 100 pips.
If I may ask, what is your reason for asking for the reduction?
Because of, in case you are trading with a small account.
How much is that your small account?
Like $25.
$25 is not a small account. You can still trade with that with a stop loss of 100 pips. Even more than 100 pips you can do. Unless you are being greedy and you are increasing your lot sizes. Okay? $25, $25, you shouldn't use a lot size greater than 0.01. If you are trading with $25, the lot size you should use is 0.01. And if you are using 0.01 and you take one trade, it should take you 250 pips to even wipe up your account. So if your stop loss is 100 pips, it hasn't done any bad to your account. Unless you want bigger profit. So you are choosing a lot size of 0.02, 0.03, 0.04, or 0.05. In that case, it will take a least number of pips to wipe out your account. But don't forget, I always tell people that Forex trading is not a money doubling kind of scheme. You are not trying to double your account within days and seconds and minutes. I am sure you have seen a lot of videos. People are enticing you with videos saying you can make 100%, 200%, 300% in a day, in an hours. and people are falling for it and they end up losing. Forex trading is an investment. How you can add little by little profit to your account to make it grow. That is Forex trading. But it looks like we've all heard that you can make millions of money from the market. And because of that, whoever is coming in is having a perception that he wants to use just a second to milk the market and make huge amount of money. Such a person will see the 100 page stop loss as something he cannot do. If the market will let me tell you something. If the market will go against you, okay, the $25 you have, if the market decides it will go against you even 300 pips in a day, it can go. It doesn't matter your amount. It can go more than that. So what I always tell people is that you can use whatever lot size you want to use or use whatever stop loss you want to use. But my strategy, which I have been trading for the past 3 years with success, it has always been this stop loss. I have never changed it. And because I am giving what I am trading to the people who are following me, I have decided to give exactly what I give to my account to you. So it's up to you to either decide not to take the trade or the signal, or you take it by following my instructions, because you do not know the strategy I am using to trade, by which I am calling for that amount of stop loss. You don't know. And I cannot reduce my stop loss just because you are having a smaller account and you don't want to follow the rules of risk management. If you don't want to follow the rules of risk management.
No, it's not like that. It's just a question to just be enlightened.
Okay. So what I want to say is that
such account.
Okay.
I'm okay with that. Okay.
Even if you want to trade with $10 account, you can still use a stop loss of 100 pips. Yeah. It is possible. So whoever says I am having a small account and the stop loss is 100 pips is too much, it is too much based on how you see it. But when it comes to risk management, it should be on your lot size and not your stop loss. Because your stop loss is actually what is going to cut you off. But your lot size will determine how much profit you make or how much losses you make. Your lot size will determine how much you will lose and how much profit you will make. So let me give you a typical example. Assuming I have used a lot size of 0.10. Please, those who are coming in now, please mute your mics. Nick, and then Nick, please mute your mic, and then Adeda, you please mute your mic. Let me explain this. Assuming you are using a lot size of 0.01, okay, and then 0.01, if you lose 100 pips, that is $10. If I choose to use a lot size of 0.10 and I lose just 10 pips, I have also lost $10. So if my stop loss is even 15 pips, I will lose $15, whilst yours, which is 0.01 with a stop loss of 100 pips, have lost just $10. I don't know if you get the concept. I am using 0.10.
Yes, I do.
Okay, I am using a lot size of 0.10 and my stop loss is 15 pips. If that stop loss is hit, I'll lose $15. You are using 0.01 and your stop loss is 100 pips. If that 100 pip stop loss should be hit now, you will lose just $10. Although my stop loss is smaller, but I'm losing more. Your stop loss is bigger, but you are losing less. You get a concept. Okay. So it has to do with the lot size you are using, and not necessarily the stop loss you are giving to the trade. Because the higher the lot size, the more you will lose, and not necessarily the stop loss. So take that scenario. Okay. Just take this scenario I've given you. I am using maybe 0.20, 0.20, and then my stop loss is 15 pips. If that 15 pip stop loss should be hit, that will be $30 loss. You are using 0.01 and your stop loss is 100 pips. If that 100 pip stop loss should be hit, that will be $10. So my stop loss is smaller, 15 pips, but I am losing more. Your stop loss is higher, 100 pips, but you are losing less. Why? It is because of the lot size. So if you are considering your losses, do not consider the stop loss actually. Consider the lot size you are using. That is what you should consider. If you really want to consider your losses, then always consider your lot size and not necessarily your stop loss. Because the stop loss will not determine how much you lose. It is the lot size will determine how much you lose. So let's get that.
Okay.
I'm sure this explanation is clear.
Yes, very, very.
All right. Any more questions,
Thank
please?
you.
Any more questions? I'm available. Let's do it. Any more questions? If you have a question, just unmute yourself and ask. I'm still waiting. Who wants to ask? Someone is saying, okay, I think, what time frame do you use? I think I've explained that already. I'm reading the messages now. Okay. Yeah, there's a hand up. Go ahead with your question. Just unmute yourself and ask your question.
Hello?
Ajayi?
Hello.
Is Ajayi ready? And then I see Cryptej also on. Cryptej, are you also here? Go ahead. Cryptej, your hand is up. Unmute yourself and ask your question. Wow. It looks like everyone is quiet. Are there no more questions? Then maybe we can end the meeting.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Who is here? Please mention your name.
Bernard.
Okay. Please up your voice a bit. It looks like your voice is very low.
This is Bernard.
Yes.
Mr. Kofi, good evening. I would like you to talk about margin. Talk something about margin.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you well. I hear you talking all right, but I can't hear you well. Your voice is very down. Patrick, are you there? You've not asked anything. Kawu, you are there. You've not asked any question. Malu, Leke, Ket Samuel, you are all here. Goodwill. And then Irebo, you are also there. Roderick. Wow. No more questions? Okay. If there are no more questions, this is what I'll suggest. What I'll suggest is that if you have anything bothering you, send me a message. My WhatsApp number is +233 246 136609. +233 246 136609. +233 246 136609. That is my WhatsApp number. You can chat me, ask anything bothering you. I'll take my time to answer. But in case I am not answering, don't think that I've forgotten you. It's just that sometimes the number of people that I talk to become many. So please, once you send me a message, be rest assured that I will definitely respond to you, even if I don't respond immediately. Thank you all for coming. Looks like no one wants to talk. Everyone is satisfied.
I have a question, but I typed it, but I didn't see it.
Okay, Bright.
I said if you
ask
are entering, if you are entering a trade, what time frame do you use in entering your trade?
1 hour, on the 1 hour time frame. I do that on the 1 hour time frame.
Oh, okay, okay, all right, thank you.
Yes, thank you too.
What?
Okay.
Hello.
Wow. One is saying talk about margin, please. Okay.
So I'm sorry, will you have the mentorship program in September?
Yes, right after this one, definitely September, there'll be another one. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
And Mr. Coach, when are you closing for the year, the mentorship? Like, isn't it December? There might be no trading and all.
I have a target. Yeah. I'm looking to do this to mentor only 200 people. Okay. 200 people. Currently, I have about 80 plus. About 80 plus have gone through mentorship with me. My target is 200. Once I hit 200, I'm done with mentorship. I'm done. Yes. So that is my target. I just want to also impact into 200 people. I'm sure definitely these 200 people will also one day impact into the life of others. So that is my target. I am not necessarily on YouTube or on Telegram because of mentorship. Not at all. I felt like a lot of people were struggling with information in terms of Forex. So I needed to also help by giving out this information. My aim is to trade on my own, do my own thing exclusively without any hitches. But I just want to give what I have to a few people, which will help them to also be able to one day help other people. So I have a target. Once I reach that target, I'm done with mentorship. Yeah. So maybe if you fall within the 200 people, that is fine. But after the 200 people, honestly, I won't continue mentorship. And again, the strategies and things that I teach, I don't want it to be out there. I don't want it to be popular out there. That is why also I'm very careful, because already I am doing some stuff free on YouTube and then on Telegram. People are already trying to use it and take advantage of it to scam other people. So I don't know what mentality another person may be having. So I am also being careful here. So in a nutshell, I have a few people that I'm targeting to put this across to them. Once I'm done, once I achieve that, I'm good. I'll end it there. Yeah. Okay. So that is
yes, I hear you very well. The one thing that I can tell you is that as we are learning, we've passed through a lot of scamming scandals and all forms of disappointment. So when we meet people like you, it's not something that that will sit well with us to hear that, okay, you won't do this, you won't do that, you are leaving after 200 people. Because out there, it's rough. You get people that will scam you, people who bring in a lot of people to teach, and yet scammers. But now, you are not greedy, and you are not unfaithful to society, and you are one in a million. So just for the sake of some of us who are just starting now to follow you, and also trying to raise money for
other stuff,
mentorship.
I understand.
Can you add that 200 to maybe 3, so that by the time you are getting to 200, some of us will join in future? Because if others were as good as you, they are there, yes, but you are few, you people who are genuine. Authenticism is something that is so rare on social media.
Mr. Fred, so, I understand you, but I'm also looking at this also. Some of these bad guys you're talking about, don't you also think that I'm putting myself into so much risk? Because these guys are coming after me because I'm saying some things that shouldn't be said. I'm beginning to give out certain information that shouldn't be given. That will distort their business of getting money from people. So don't you think I'll also become a target?
Yeah, that's a valid point. You are hitting it hard there. Yeah, I think I hear you on that one. Yeah,
so there are a lot of reasons. That is what is giving me that conclusion. So yes. So anyway, it's a good thing you have said, but I am also considering a lot of things. That is why I'm coming up with such a conclusion.
I get you.
Thank you for understanding me. I'm grateful. Thank you for understanding me. Yes. Okay. All right. So my people, thank you for coming. If you want to get in touch with me, please do. I'm always available. We can talk, we can vibe. Once it's about Forex, I'm available. Let's pray for long life and let's see where God will put all of us. I'm available anytime, like I said. My number, now I am giving my number out because people are creating names, some fake names and fake, Telegram channel names, all in the name of leading Forex. And because of that, I'm being careful in mentioning my Telegram handle these days. So please, my WhatsApp number, for my number, I'm not sure anyone else will use my number, unless maybe my wife or my kids. If not, my number is my number. So my WhatsApp number is +233 246 136609. +233 246 136609. +233 246 136609. +233 246 136609. So that is my WhatsApp number, or you can call me on that number. It will come. All right. Thank you all for joining. In fact, your Forex for beginner on YouTube doesn't have a comparison. Nobody does that. God bless you. And that is why I'm also careful. CryptoTech, thank you for sending that message. I mean, we will meet again, hopefully next week. Next week, definitely we'll meet again. So please take care. I love all of you, and please be good and take good care of yourselves.